Have you ever wondered if the love you give your dog is secretly hurting them in ways you cannot even see? That guilty look or that polite smile you notice every day might actually be a silent stress response. Dogs have the emotional intelligence of a human toddler. This means they feel deep sorrow, confusion, and rejection, but they completely lack the voice to tell you when they are hurting. Research suggests that some of our most common daily habits are causing our best friends real psychological stress. These are things we do without a second thought. If you truly love your buddy and want to be their best advocate, hit the number 9 in the comments right now. This lets me know you are watching and we are in this journey together. Also, just a quick note, this video is brought to life by AI. We want to share some of the most helpful insights into dog behavior and psychology. To understand why your dog does certain things, let's take a quick look inside their brain. Imagine coming home to your downtown Chicago apartment after a long day at work. You find your favorite living room pillow absolutely shredded on the floor. You bring your dog over, point to the mess, and use a harsh voice. Your pup pins their ears back, looks away, and curls up into a tight ball. You think they know they did something wrong, right? Actually, it is the exact opposite. Do they even know why you are so upset? The answer is no. A dog's association window is incredibly short, literally just a few seconds long. That expression you are seeing is not guilt at all. It is a biological appeasement behavior. They are just terrified of your sudden, unpredictable anger. They are trying their best to calm you down. If your dog has ever done something that left you completely confused, you're not alone. Hit subscribe so we can learn to listen to them better. Misreading their body language does not just happen when you are frustrated. It happens even when you are actively trying to show them affection. As humans, we are primates. We naturally show affection by wrapping our arms tightly around the ones we love. But your dog is not a primate. They have a hardwired fight or flight instinct inherited from their ancestors. When you are taking a stroll through Central Park, you might kneel down to give your dog a giant bear hug. You feel warm and fuzzy inside, but your dog might feel completely trapped and overwhelmed. Look closely at photos of people hugging dogs online. You will often see a tightly closed mouth and pinned ears. You might also see that classic whale eye where they look away and show the whites of their eyes. That is not them happily accepting your love. That is a clear stress response. Where are you watching this video from right now? Let me know your state or country down in the comments. Feeling trapped does not just happen during a hug. It also happens when we restrict their natural instincts outside. For us humans, going on a walk is about getting some exercise and enjoying the visual scenery. But for your dog, their nose is how they read the morning news. It is how they check their social media. When you are out on a walk, you might yank the leash to pull them away from a fascinating tree. It is like someone suddenly snapping a book shut right when you reach the best chapter. Denying them a proper sniff walk creates a dog who is physically exhausted but mentally totally frustrated. Let them do their business and let them sniff. Enrichment is how they experience the world and build confidence. And when that walk is over, a very modern habit waiting back home might be breaking their heart all over again. Your dog has been waiting for you in silence all day long. You finally walk through the door, and they happily bring you their favorite toy. Their tail is wagging, but you are just staring down at your phone screen. In behavioral psychology, this is a form of social rejection, often referred to as the still face. Research suggests that when you ignore your dog for a glowing screen, their stress hormones spike. Some sensitive dogs will simply give up and lower their head. They go lie down in a corner, mourning the connection they so desperately need. Ignoring them when you are right there in the room is painful enough, but leaving them completely isolated is a much bigger issue. Dogs have a deeply ingrained social structure. In the wild, they are rarely ever alone. When you leave them home alone for 8 to 10 hours a day, their cortisol levels can skyrocket. This happens after just a few hours. This isolation is not a relaxing day off for them. It often leads to severe separation anxiety. That is the real distress your dog feels when you walk out the door. If you work long hours, consider a doggy daycare. You could hire a dog walker or give them a puzzle feeder to keep their brain active. Please like and share this video with other pet parents. We can build a better world for our dogs together. But even if you have to leave, the way you walk out that front door matters. It sets their mood for the entire day. There is a common myth that you should just ignore your dog when you leave. People think this prevents them from getting anxious. But honestly, ghosting your buddy is actually really confusing and stressful for them. Dogs thrive on predictive cues. Try a calm, simple goodbye ritual. You can hand them a stuffed Kong toy and softly say, "You will be right back." This turns a scary unknown into a safe, predictable routine. Creating that safety is our job. Sometimes we accidentally shatter it when our dogs are at their most vulnerable. When the 4th of July rolls around, the fireworks start booming. Or maybe during a heavy thunderstorm, your dog might be shaking and panting. They might try hiding under the bed. Getting frustrated and telling them to just be quiet is a huge misunderstanding. Fear is an involuntary emotional response. This means they literally cannot control it. When you scold them, you are trying to set boundaries on a feeling. That never works. Instead of getting annoyed, be their calm, steady rock. Be there when the world feels too loud and terrifying. Respecting their feelings also means respecting their personal boundaries around other people. Imagine your dog is hiding behind your legs. Their body is completely stiff and they have a tucked tail. But you smile and say, "Oh, he is friendly." You pull them forward so a stranger or a loud child can pet them. This is a major violation of their bodily autonomy. Dogs are absolutely allowed to be introverts. Many breeds naturally are. When you force these interactions, you teach your dog that their polite body language cues simply do not work. This is exactly why a reactive dog might feel forced to escalate their behavior. They just want to protect themselves. Failing to protect their boundaries breaks their trust. Living with totally unpredictable rules does the exact same thing. Today, you are in a great mood. You let your buddy snuggle up on the couch next to you. But tomorrow, you are wearing nice work clothes. You redirect them and shoo them away for doing the exact same thing. This inconsistency can leave your dog's brain in a state of chronic anxiety. They desperately crave structure. Set your rules and stick to them every single day. Consistency is a massive love language for dogs. It helps them feel incredibly safe in our confusing human world. And finally, the most heartbreaking habit of all is when we accidentally ignore their silent cries. They might need medical help. Maybe your dog is sleeping a little more than usual. They might be taking much longer to finish their meals. Or maybe they are suddenly hesitating before jumping in the car for a ride. It is so easy to just brush it off. You might think they are just getting older or having a lazy day. But evolutionary biology tells us that dogs are hardwired to mask their pain. They do this so they do not look vulnerable to predators. Ignoring these subtle micro-expressions could mean missing something truly serious. When they give you that quiet, tired look, they are hoping you will notice. They hope you will be the one person who realizes they need a vet visit. Love is not just about the big, exciting moments. It is about paying attention to the smallest details. It is about understanding what your dog is trying to tell you. Dogs have an amazing capacity for love, and they forgive us almost instantly. This does not mean you have done anything wrong. It just means your dog is communicating, and you are learning to listen. It is never too late to change our ways. I would love to know the name of the buddy you are promising to protect better today. Head down to the comments right now and type your dog's name. Let's fill that comment section with the names of all the amazing dogs. They deserve a life full of understanding and completely free of silent stress. Thank you so much for watching. Now, go give your dog a gentle scratch right in their absolute favorite spot.